Hello, this is author Debra Parmley, and it's June the 26th. I'm here with another Wednesday Words with Debra. Last week we didn't have a Wednesday Words because I got on a deadline that came up as a surprise. I'll tell you about that in a minute. As you can see over my left shoulder here, the birthday surprises continue to come in, so we could almost say I'm having a birthday month, not just a birthday. So we actually had a celebration here just a few days ago with this on Sunday with kids and grandkids, and we made homemade vanilla ice cream and had toppings like sprinkles. So that was a lot of fun. And the pool is here, so we went swimming. I don't know how it is for you where you are, but today, for instance, and it's the middle of the day, but it's 95 here, so it is hot. Though the pool is unheated, it feels like warm bath water when you get in. So I'm still trying to get my 30 minutes a day swim in for good health. And so that's the update on the weather here. I hope you're staying cool. Don't know if you can hear how hard the air conditioner in this motorhome is working, but it works pretty hard in this kind of weather. So let's see, what have I been up to? Last Wednesday, I had a project I had to work on, so I didn't have any extra time for anything like Wednesday Words. I had applied a while back to be a part of an event called Bookmas, which happens in July, and it's put on by Angela James, who was actually one of my first editors at Samhain Publishing when my first book came out. She went on to Harlequin and opened Carina Press there. And now she does editing and she does mentoring and life coaching and all that sort of thing for authors. Uh, so this event in July, it's all free things. You go to it and you download or go to whatever the free things are. And so my class was accepted. So I had like a week to put everything together. But the class wasn't ready. I had to set up on Udemy and load the video. Well, I had a 45-minute video that had been filmed last June while I was at Wild Deadwood Reads teaching You and Your Book on radio and TV. I used to be a host for Book Lights for Readers Entertainment, and it was on Blog Talk Radio every Tuesday night. For a year and a half, I interviewed authors of various genres. So those are my receipts, as they say. Anyway, this has been a popular class of mine. Um, there's only one class I've probably taught more often than this one, and so things had to change though because I came home from Wild Deadwood Reads, and just a couple weeks after that, got sick. And not long after that, we discovered that I had a blood clot in my brain and I had a stroke. So now I cannot get on a plane. I can't drive myself to an event. And as a result, my classes must move online, which is actually better because then anyone can access them. You don't have to be in an event to do it. So, of course, I was excited about this opportunity and had a big learning curve between, the last time I talked to you a couple weeks ago and today. So I've had to learn setting up on Udemy. I've had to learn over there. You have to have your class split into 6 sections. So I couldn't just load the 45-minute class. I had to split into 6 sections. So on iMovie, I had a learning curve. How do I do that? How do I trim the excess you don't need to see, like me walking to the front or after the class is over, which is on that original video, and how to add a picture. So I'm working on the how to add a picture part right now. What I eventually want to do is have the video along with a graphic that lists what I'm covering to help people learn different ways to help people learn. Right now, what I have is just video. And you can see the whole 45-minute because I have it loaded as the very last one. But on July 1st, I'll have more done. It'll be a little more polished. I will keep the class free until August the 1st. By August the 1st, it will be polished, it will be loaded, and at that point, I will feel comfortable charging for it because it will be polished and very professional. So that's that. I'll be sharing, of course, on July 1st, I'll be sharing the link to Bookmas, which I don't have yet. That's coming down the road. My class is You and Your Book on Radio and TV. So it's for authors, from beginning authors to experienced authors. How to go from being afraid of being on live radio or TV and to having fun. I went from one extreme to the other there, so I can teach you how to do that. Let's see. So on book news, the book cover for the paperback edition of Everything Begins in the Belly, my poetry anthology, it is completed, and I just need to load it into Ingram Spark so that the paperback will be ready. And let's see, what else? I joined another thing Angela James does that she does for authors. It's the third year to do this. I missed it last summer because of the medical things. She does a thing called Pizza for Pages, which is kind of like back when you were a kid and the library had different reading program things. This runs from June until mid or late August. And it's about getting your pages written. And they have fun things like co-writing sessions where everybody's on Zoom, but we're not talking, and they go for an hour, and then they stop and say, okay, how are you doing? You went for an hour. Okay, start again, and you write for another hour. And it's to help you track how many new pages you've written, how many words, whichever way you want to track it, to get your books done. So it's a good summertime thing. So I'm signed up for that. It just started this week. And let's see, what else? So one of the things I'm working on as a part of that, The Sweetest Day, which is written as Debra Bishop, is going to be on my new website. And right now it's only out in ebook. It needs to be 100 pages to be in print. So I'm expanding that story so that I can put it into print. And then that'll be the first print offered on my new website, debrabishop.com. So on the list of things that I've been working on are both websites, debraparmley.com and debrabishop.com. So that's what's going on the Bishop side, which is my maiden name, by the way. And on the Debra Parmley side, I'm redoing some things because an author put, like a little birdie, said something in my ear about, sharing your Amazon affiliate links. I'm like, my what? Yeah, your Amazon affiliate links when you promote your books. I'm like, I don't have those. Oh, well, you need to get those because when they click on your link, you get a fraction, like fractional dollar amounts, but they eventually add up. And I thought, well, hey, yeah, I need to do that. So I've gone on to Amazon and signed up as an affiliate. So I'm changing things on the website because now all of the links for 28 books that are out right now on Amazon, I need to have those links out there instead of the other links. It just makes sense. If someone's using your link to buy something, why not be an affiliate? It just makes sense. So doing that. And then I've added a couple new pages on the website. One is for readers. And on that page, there will be, I have the cover up so far, but not the download. There will be the download to 12 Stitches of Christmas. which is, of course, still being offered through Burroughs for 99 cents over there. It's a short story, fairy tale Christmas story, romance, which I'll offer free on my website because, it's just no reason fighting with someone for a 99-cent short story. So I'll just offer it free on my website and to my newsletter readers. So that's coming on the reader page, along with a link to I just added this part, a link to my reader group on Facebook, where I host every year at my Facebook uh, creepy elf, naughty elf party. They get into all sorts of trouble once they get into the sugar. It's a whole lot of fun. I think I've done it 8 or 9 years now. I kind of lost track. But it's from December 1st to the 12th. So that link and information about that will be on reader page. So the reader page is going to be things like that. Fun things for you, free things for you. That kind of stuff goes on the reader page. Um, on the For Author page, which is a new page, that's where I will list things like my new classes and tips and what do I use to write with. Everything from my laptop to my writing program to the laptop stand, all the things. I'm listing them on there. How do I do it? How do I do what I do? New authors have many questions, and I've been mentoring and teaching authors for many years, well, since 2009 when I was first on panels at the RT conventions. Um, so that page will be helpful things for authors. And so those two pages have been added. Let me think, have I added anything else new to that? Oh, yes, a media kit page. One thing I did was I did some research by going to other authors' websites, some who are big names, to see what are they doing, which is always a good practice any business you're in. Go see what the successful people are doing and ask yourself, do I want to do that thing as well? So one thing I saw was a lot have media kits, which is helpful. So I'll need to put different sizes of photos because different, well, magazines, newspapers, online, wherever, they have different requirements for what photos they need to use. So those I need to put on there and have them be downloadable. And then a short bio for the little spaces. I used to work in newspaper advertising, so I know how that goes. Sometimes you've just got a little space to fit a thing in, and it's a free spot. And if it's on there, they can use it, grab it quick. And then, of course, a longer bio, more complete. And one thing that was really interesting is several of the authors' sites I went to had what they call career highlights. So I'm adding career highlights to my website. Things that go on there are awards, the first book published, the date, the year, the year the first book's published, the year of the award, what is the award, that sort of a thing, which makes sense because it's all very well and good to put best-selling or uh, award-winning on your bio, but again, where's your receipts? What exactly does that mean? So in some cases, best-selling means you were in an anthology with 30 other authors and the book was free and that book hit the bestseller list but never hit in the paid category. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but I'm just saying we should say what does this mean? It doesn't have much meaning if it's just this blanket statement, which devalues the statement. So I'm putting my receipts out there um, because my awards have been in different type of genres, some in poetry, some in short story, some in novella, some in novels. So what exactly am I talking about when I say award winning or best selling? So I'm grabbing those dates to put those up there. And then, of course, that's helpful. The more you write, the more books you have out there, the more achievements you have. You can't keep it all in your head. It's too much to keep in your head. I have trouble, I have to think to keep 28 titles in my head, let alone uh, names of characters. Um, even which branch of the military some of my military romantic suspense books are in. So I'm also creating a list of the books that are military romantic suspense, which branch is this book hero from? It's a question that arises. Readers have asked me, well, which ones are your Army books? Which ones are your SEALs? Which ones are your Marines? And they're looking for that specific. And if I have that list, I can say, here's the list, or they can come to the website and see, here's the list. Another thing, there's a group which is a lot of fun, Fresh Fiction, and they have a book club, and they have challenges in there. And a couple of the challenges are I'll just name three of the ones. I'm actually doing them right now. One is the 50 States Challenge. Read a book from each of the 50 states. Well, how do you figure out where these books are set? Not every book is going to say that clearly. To purchase it, you might figure it out as you're reading it, but that got my wheels turning. So I thought, well, then I need to make a list of where are my books set, because I don't set them all in the same town. And again, that's a lot to keep in my head, try to remember. But if I have the list and I have it on my website, I can say, oh, hey, there's a list on my website that has all that info. So those are two things. There's another A to Z challenge. You can either do book titles or author names. A to Z is the second game. And these all end in December, so you can get in for prizes. And then the third one is a bingo, where you have to, whatever the square has. Like one is read a book outside your usual genre. Read a book with the author has the same initials as you. A lot of fun stuff like that. So there's some fun reader games over there. So that's going to help me make my website easier for readers. One of the hardest things of being an author is not knowing what readers are looking for and not knowing what can help your readers. So learning that, you can then, do like I'm doing and turn around and put it out there. So some of this is going to be on that reader page, the fun, free and fun stuff. And then, of course, I'll have the typical other regular things. So the website's growing. I'm enjoying working on it myself. I'll never again have to worry about someone not finishing the website job I've paid for. I'll never again have to worry about, well, I need them to update something, but they're like a week behind. And so I've had to wait a week for this. And I know exactly what's going on, and I can control it and have it be as up to date as possible, because I can go in at any time and make the changes I need. So I'm really liking that aspect. And what else? I think that's about everything. So after I finish up the Sweetest Day and I get that up on debrabishop.com, then of course I'll also put it into print. So it'll need a new updated cover for the print. And then I'll be back to work on new pages, which I'll be doing with Pizza for Pages. That's my catch up for June 26th. The next time I talk to you, it'll be almost the 4th of July, because that's coming on the Thursday following, and my newsletter will come out a day early so that I could wish my newsletter people a happy 4th, and it's a military themed newsletter. And so that's what's coming up, what I'm working on. I'm wishing you a beautiful day and reminding you that every day we are alive is a beautiful day. Thank you for listening, for liking, for commenting, and for subscribing to my Beautiful Day YouTube channel. Until next time.